using static members in ASP.NET. In this session, we will learn about static members in ASP.NET web application programming using C# language. Static classes and methods will have only static members. What is static and why we need to use, we'll know about the information in this session. See here, I have clearly mentioned the details why it is exactly, and clear cut I'll give you a brief explanation about this, and we'll close the session. Constraints: only static members, cannot be initiated, that is instantiated while execution, and it is sealed and cannot contain instance constructors. These are the properties we'll have. We can call it as it's in a static members. By creating a static class is therefore basically the same as creating a class that contains only static members and a private constructor. A private constructor prevents the class from being instantiated. And the major advantages of using the static class is that the compiler can check to make sure that no instance members are accordingly accidentally added while execution. The compiler will guarantee that instances of this class cannot be created and cannot be introduced some other objects and all. The static means it is a static variable once it is declared, and the same it will be provide the result as well as if whenever we require to call that particular static method if we used while execution. A basic diagram pictorial representation will show you that static class members can have static method, static variable, it can be static variable, and it can be static constructor. These are the form may have the class members. And for using the example of creating a static class, simply the static keyword only we can use and write the simple static class name like a static space class space products. The products static class I am creating here, that static space class space products, and the braces are the open and end brace. That's it, it's over the static class. For example, creating a static method using static method keyword to create a simple static method like a public static class products. While I am using after the public static class products, it's in a static method, we can tell that. And the static method will follows like a public static void main string product name, string product description, string store. And this is the static method will give you like an example of syntax: public static void main of string product name and string product description and string store. These are the three parameters we'll have in this static method. And to create a static variable, as you know that once if we are declaring any of the name for the purpose of name, email, telephone number or date of birth fields, like these are the members, we can create likewise objects, arrays, anyone as your wish. And here I am creating static variable with the declaration of within the function of public static class products static variable declaration. Here you will observe that the comment line public space static space int, the data type of the term that variable I am taking int integer and space qty, the quantity of the products. The quantity of the products, it might be a number, hence I am going to be declaring is an int as you wish to declare as your own parameters by thinking of yourself. the programming is majorly require that you need to think about the things, how and why. You have to first understand what it is, and next you need to implement your own way, and then only you will be work on your assumptions and exact the requirement to meeting the requirements and all. That analytical thinking is required for to do such a programs and all. Yes, as a fresher and as a beginner, someone is instructed you to do such things and it's done, you have completed successfully. And if going to be a year, 1 year is completed, 2 years is completed, you go on the years of after 4 or 5 years, you need to take the proper requirement and you need to analyze what is the requirement I need to take for the coding or decision making for the table, and the functionality, how I can plan for the functionality. These are all the things you have to be plan clearly, you have to be planned. And a public static string, the second one I have decided like a public static string, it is a product name I am taking as a string, and it is a public and static, that is a standardly the value is a stable only. And public static string product description, if I have taken a Dell computer, its a product description is Dell computer is having, and some of the processor, RAM and all the features and all. And public static string store, where it can be available, the location of the store, we can say that. Such a things we have to declare static variables, we can call it as. And now, for example, creating of the static constructor. See, the same thing, static class products is here, and the static variables declaration here, and the static products method, once it is declared, you will observe it here, from here to here. See, the quantity of the thing, the static have value given to, and a product name iPhone I have defined here, and the product description, latest camera and qualities and advanced features of the camera, which is the static data. And store, that world means wherever it is available. I have mentioned like that. You can mention your own stores and all for an example purpose, and you will do an appropriate changes and you will test for that static products and methods how to implement. I hope you better understand about this using static members and the static like members, like see this the picture, static method, what is the static variable, and the static constructor, how it can be write and used in the real-time program. Hope you understand about this. While implementation, we will know about complete more details regarding this the usability of the functionality. Hope you understand that. Thank you for watching this session. Thank you.